Hello, and welcome to day 29. Today we're going to talk about happiness and how most of us, myself included, tend to search for it in all the wrong places. We tend to think the kind of equation goes, you get success, you get status, money, attention, approval, and then happiness will follow. But that's not at all what the research shows. The research shows that you get happy first, that clears up enough brain space for success to come after that. So the American dream is a little bit twisted and not always accurate. They mostly find that when you're intrinsically motivated, doing things that you would kind of do no matter what, whether you're getting paid or not, that's when happiness comes. They find when you're extrinsically motivated, looking for fame or success, even when you get those things, happiness doesn't actually come. It's actually kind of temporarily gratifying, but doesn't have those long-term effects that we want. Because what they find is that we're bad emotional forecasters. We kind of forecast our emotions going towards things like food, TV, things that in the short term might feel good in the beginning, but in the long term aren't as gratifying as, say, relationships with depth or exercise. So we're bad at forecasting what's going to bring us emotional happiness. So we need to kind of focus more, and we go back to our roots, kind of our tribal roots of focusing on being in a tribe, being around people, what researchers call interactional synchronicity. What that means is that you're going forward together with a common purpose. That's what brings people the most happiness. And when that happens, our superior parietal lobe, which is located in the backside of our brains, deactivates. And that's the part of our brain that focuses on the boundaries of our body, or focusing on me and what's going on in my life. So once that deactivates and you focus more on the we, things get a lot better. So anything you can do to accomplish that, volunteer, be a part of a team, these together states, this is what actually brings us the most happiness, being around other people. It's a really cool study that kind of exemplifies this. They had people waiting in a waiting room, some with smartphones and some without. And the people without the smartphones smiled on average 40% more than the people who were stuck and glued to their phones. So what I'm trying to put out there is that being a part of a culture, being a part of a tribe is what actually brings us the most joy. And what I want to kind of also point out is that when we're kids, we smile a lot, on average 400 times per day. But when we're adults, we only smile on average 15 times per day. So somewhere along the line, we got our priorities mixed up. And I'm not saying be kind of childish, but kind of bring a more childlike view to the world so we enjoy it a little bit more. And something I want to kind of leave you with is something that Eckhart Tolle talks about. He's a philosopher. And he talks about an outer purpose and an inner purpose. And the outer purpose is goals like, achieving something good at work or buying a house. Those are important things, he says. But you can't always be successful at that. So if you're always yearning to get those things, you don't feel great all the time. So he says you should focus more on your inner purpose, which is having a highly successful, high quality present moment. And you always have the potential to be good at that, to be successful at that. So you're setting yourself up for success if you focus more on your internal state of having a good quality present moment and move away from those externally motivated outer goals or outer purpose, such as accomplishing that race or that doing something at work that you've always wanted to do. So for our self-reflection today, we're going to focus on what you're intrinsically or internally motivated to do and move away from those external goals. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.